Your home for classic and contemporary Christian music. This is Solid Rock Radio WCSR. Live from high atop the Arch in St. Louis, Missouri, and the Oak Island Fishing Pier in Oak Island, North Carolina, it's the Great Speckled Bird Hour.
What a beautiful thought I am thinking concerning a great speckled bird.
Now your hosts for this hour, Ed Bergier and Rob O'Brien.
Welcome to the Great Speckled Bird Hour. I got all choked up there introducing the show.
Easily something to get choked up
It
over.
really is, yeah. This is episode number 72.
Episode 72 of the Great Speckled Bird Hour in its second life.
In its second life, and we're into the third season.
That's crazy,
If
isn't
you
it?
can believe that.
How does that happen?
It's either God or it's got to be God. I can't.
I don't know if I want to blame this on God. I mean, we blame so many things on God. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. That's
so are
true.
how's your house? I mean, let's get the weather report.
the
I said
house
we
is
were going to
fine.
get the
So-
weather update.
So I am in southeast North Carolina, actually in Brunswick County, which got hit really hard by this unnamed, they didn't even call it a tropical depression or tropical storm. It was a potential cyclone, number 8, that dumped over 20 inches of rain in my town, in my area, on us, in about 24 hours.
20 inches of rain in 24 hours. Yikes.
And it flooded everywhere. And because the ground here is all sand, because we're right near the ocean, a lot of the roads just washed out. They could not handle all of the rain, all the inundation, and they just washed out. And 2 of them were on either side of the entrance to our neighborhood. And it was really interesting because the washouts near us were where they were also doing road construction work, where they're expanding the road in front of our neighborhood from 2-lane to 4-lane. And one of them swallowed a car.
Oh, my goodness.
And at one point on Monday, Southport, the town of Southport, you couldn't get into or out of. There was no way in or out of the town.
So you were out of town already at that point,
No,
right? Or
no,
you were
we
still
were home.
in town?
Yeah,
Okay.
we were home, and we can't turn left now out of our neighborhood. You've been here. Turning left, that road collapsed just about a quarter of a mile down from the entrance to the neighborhood, and the other side was flooded for a while. On Tuesday, we finally were able to. We had to go down to Myrtle Beach and then Charleston area. And finally, Tuesday, we were able to get out. But to get to where we needed to go, we had to go the wrong direction and then work our way back.
Boy,
It was pretty wild.
is that an example of life, though? I mean,
It
to
kind
get
of
to the
is.
right
Sometimes-
place, you have to go the wrong direction.
Yeah, sometimes you have to go the wrong way to get to where you need to be. Yes, that's quite true.
Any damage to your home or property? Or?
No, none to the home or property. We had a little creek flowing through our backyard for a while, but that's the way it's designed. It's designed to do that, so that's fine. But there's a lot of cars flooded. We saw one, well, more than one. We saw one car in particular I'm thinking of was, you could just see the top of the car. The rest of it was underwater. There were a lot of people that were stranded on US 17, which is Ocean Highway.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people were stranded. They couldn't get anywhere because it was flooded on either side of where they were. A lot of cars got washed away.
So the ground
it was-
actually did swallow up a car, though.
Yeah, it did. One place where they were doing construction,
Yikes.
the ground opened up and swallowed a Jeep. I've seen pictures of the back end of the Jeep sticking out of this big hole.
We shouldn't be laughing, but I'm just glad you guys are okay, and the worst is over, correct?
Well, the worst is over. We're going to be dry for a while, so it'll be good time. And fortunately, the ground here is all sand, so it absorbs the rain. It absorbs the water fairly quickly. We made our way down to Myrtle Beach and then the Charleston area, but then I was looking at maps, and there was no way to get back home again. The route back home, the one lane of US 17 that we needed to be on, you couldn't go because it was closed. And so we were talking about staying another night down there, but just late that night, I looked on the map and found a route that I could detour around it.
And you guys made it home safe.
We made it home safe and sound
Excellent.
and stayed dry. So that's always a plus.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Well, I'm glad you made it back because there was a chance we weren't going to be able to do this today.
There was a very real chance that because we're not set up to do it both remotely.
No.
But I'm working on that. I'm working on a way to do that.
I know you are. You're always working on something. Hey, I saw some contemporary Christian CCM music news today. Chuck Girard is actually releasing a new song today.
Oh, is he? I didn't see that.
I saw that on the Jesus Music page, a song called Moonrise Serenade.
Oh.
And it's from his new album, which I don't think has been released yet, but it's called Blessed Be the Name of My Rock. I have not heard the song yet.
I'm going to have to get that.
But yeah. I heard it was getting released today, so congratulations to Chuck.
That's always a big thing. I'm still waiting for the re-release, the 50th anniversary re-release of Love Song.
You have that on order, right?
I have it on order. They've now moved it back. Now it's going to either October or November.
Excellent.
But they said definitely before the holidays, so there's that.
I have some sad news, too. Death in the family. My Sony 5-disc changer CD player died today at the age of 34.
Wow.
34 years of bringing me music from my little compact discs, and I can't get it to work now. So.
And your 8-track is still going strong.
The 8-track still works, yeah. It's right over my shoulder here to the right. But, it's for some reason, it just stopped working. 34 plus years I've had that thing.
Hey, we've got some great music in store for the show today.
From CD?
No, from MP3.
And from, if we're going to go initials, we have CM, MC, PC, KW, TH, and U2 with BB.
BBK.
Good stuff today.
Yeah, some great music. And let's start it off with some Tom Howard. What do you say?
Excellent. Love Tom Howard.
Yeah, so this one is from, see if I can get it to play. Well, there's more than one way to make that happen.
That storm just wrecked everything. There it is. I hear it.
This is from his album View from the Bridge from 1977. Tom Howard, One More Reason.
The blue Pacific on a summer's day, rushing in to meet the yellow sand. The views terrific, I see Monterey, looking mighty fine from where I stand. The water dances in the sun's reflection, 1,000 silver birds fly in my direction. Now isn't this beauty, ain't this sweet perfection? And it's one more reason to praise your name, one more reason to love you, Father. The sky is singing, the earth proclaims. Always one more reason to praise your name. I climbed the mountain to see your face and saw a golden sunset in the skies. It's always different, but still the same. I take it in and then I realize it's like the feeling of loving you, always changing, but always true. Oldest time it ever knew, and right before my eyes, I'm singing one more reason to praise your name, to praise your name. One more reason to love your Father. The sky is singing, the earth proclaims. Always one more reason, never out of season. Always one more reason to praise your name. 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 One more reason to praise your
That is Tom Howard with One More Reason on the Great Speckled Bird Hour. The song just goes on and on and on.
From his debut album, I believe, correct?
That is from his debut album. That is correct. From 1977 on Solid Rock Records, which is Larry Norman. Interesting tidbit of information about him. He helped Daniel Amos form the Alarma Records label. I'll bet you didn't know that.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
I've got several copies of Alarma still here that I bought at a secondhand store.
Oh, cool.
All sealed still
Wow.
in the original plastic wrap. Yeah, pretty cool.
Well, hey, we've got Kelly Willard and Cindy Morgan coming up.
Sounds good.
But first, we got to do these messages on the Great Speckled Bird Hour.
Rob and Ed will be back right after these very important messages.
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear. Because for years, he's only said,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
but there's a lot more to say. Like if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
If I could be you,
And you could be me for just 1 hour.
if you could find a way,
to get inside
Each other's mind.
walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
We've all felt left out. And for some, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Walk a mile in my shoes. Follow the man with the music. Follow the man with the song. Fall in your father's arms. Fall in your father's arms.
I'm changing, so please don't give up on me.
Classic Christian music you love and remember all day, all night. Solid Rock Radio WCSR. Now back to Ed and Rob and the Great Speckled Bird Hour.
Welcome back to the show, the Great Speckled Bird Hour. I'm Rob O'Brien in Southport, North Carolina, near Oak Island. I'm actually not on the island, but
In your home in
I am
Southport,
safe and dry in my home.
which you weren't sure you were going to get back to in
That is
time for the show
correct.
today.
I just sent Ed a picture of the road that collapsed just outside the entrance to our neighborhood.
Too bad you can't bring that up on the screen here. I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
If we had live photos of different things going on. But yeah, that you wouldn't
It's
want
radio,
to.
Ed.
You wouldn't want to not be paying attention and think, I got to get there in a hurry and drive into that road for
Yeah,
sure.
no.
I'm sure they have it blocked off fairly.
They do.
fairly well.
And down the road, they say danger.
We're not going to tell you what kind.
It's danger. Don't go here.
It could be a hole in the road, or it could be a Sasquatch. We're not sure, but it's going to be something. Hey, we're going to listen to another song from the 70s, which was our decade for becoming mature. No, never mind. I don't know that still hasn't happened yet.
Well, that's
but,
where we got our radio start anyway.
It is definitely where we got our radio start. Kelly Willard, one of my favorite female vocalists from the 70s and still active, still ministering. This is from her debut album entitled Blame It on the One I Love, 1978 release, and the song, A Friend So True. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon wherever you are and whatever the weather's doing. This is the Great Speckled Bird Hour.
Sometimes I'm so confused that I don't know what to do, and it's hard to find a friend I can take my troubles to. I get so afraid to be myself. Tell me, who else can you be? You can't be nobody else. I need a friend so true I can take all my troubles to. Can you tell me what to do? I need a friend so true I can take all my troubles to. Can you tell me what to do? I just met a friend who loves me just the way I am, and he seems to understand me, 'cause he ain't like no other man. I found a friend so true I can take all my troubles to, and he knows what to do. Who could find a friend so true who really loves you in spite of what you do? I just met a friend who loves me just the way I am, and he seems to understand me, 'cause he ain't like no other man. No, he ain't like no other man. He ain't like no other man. How fragile, how frail. What a picture perfect place and time. I recall it so well, oh, in my mind. Oh yeah, went for a walk in the snow. Got lost in our innocence. He wore his best intentions, and I wore my Sunday dress. How grand it would be to go back, oh, to that life doesn't work. Oh no, life doesn't work like that. Oh, 'cause you can turn back to all the memories, but you can't turn back the clock. You can make life all it can be, but you can't make it something it's not. Oh, 'cause yesterday is yesterday, and tomorrow's still a day away. So what do you say? There's a reason to live today. I see him there under a starlit sky, and if moonlight was magic, it was. sure she's an angel in heaven tonight. And he said what I would give just to see her face. Oh, but life doesn't work. Oh, no, life doesn't work that way. Oh, no, 'cause you can turn back to all the memories, but you can't turn back the clock. You can make life all it can be, but you can't make it something it's not. Oh, 'cause yesterday is yesterday, and tomorrow's still a day away. So what do you say? There's a reason to live today. Oh, Savior in heaven, and you are the music that moves us to dance. Oh, the love that leaves nothing to chance. Oh, nothing to Don't you want a reason to live today? Oh, yeah, today. A reason to live. Can't turn back to yesterday. A reason to live. Can't turn back to yesterday.
Cindy Morgan from the 90s, back to back with Kelly Willard from the 70s.
Yes.
That was Cindy's song was what was the name of the song? A Reason to Live.
A Reason to Live.
From an album by the same name. That was her second album, released in 1993.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I like her voice. Very nice.
She won over 14 Dove Awards so far, and believe it or not, lives in Raleigh, North Carolina.
So not too far.
No.
Well, what's Raleigh, like 2
It's
hours?
3 hours. Yeah,
3.
It's
Okay.
about 3 hours from here. Yeah,
You know, Randy's going to be in South Carolina. He's going to be in South Carolina soon. You have to keep.
I would really like to get to one of his concerts one of these days. You know,
he lives in that area. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
does he?
they
Oh, I
live
didn't know
in that
that.
area now.
Oh.
Yeah. Cindy, you said she lives in Raleigh, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
When she's not in Nashville.
next time we go through, we'll have to stop by and say hi.
All right, you do that, and I will too. We got a couple guys with tunes from the 80s.
When the
next.
Great Speckled Bird Hour continues. Sorry, I didn't let you say next.
That's all right.
We're getting there.
Making it up as we go.
Hey, this is Randy Stonehill, and you're listening to the Great Speckled Bird Hour on WCSR Solid Rock Radio.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm gonna take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Classic and contemporary Christian music, all your favorites all the time, right here on WCSR DB in Southport, North Carolina. Now, back to the Great Speckled Bird Hour with Ed Bergier and Rob O'Brien.
We are back, segment 3 of this edition of the Great Speckled Bird Hour on this, as we're recording it, Friday afternoon. I'm Ed Bergier along with
Rob O'Brien.
And we're having a great time. Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to one of our really super good friends, Timothy Berkeley. He is just having some physical things going on. He's recovering from surgeries, has a couple other things go on. So we just want you to know, Timmy boy, we love you. We're thinking about you, and we are praying for you too.
That is right, Tim. We are praying for you and hoping for a speedy recovery from all this.
He is about half the man he used to be, and I'm talking physically.
He's had so much work done.
He has lost so much weight over the last year. It's just amazing, but he's still having some back problems and neck problems and things. So our heart goes out to you, Timmy. We love you, just so you know. Hey, we're going to play a song next from one of my favorite. We at one point mentioned that Michael Card and John Michael Talbot were probably the best, or I don't know if I'd say best, but the highest ranking theologians in Christian music. Yes. And we're going to listen to a song right now from Michael Card. This is Joy in the Journey. Michael Card on the Great Speckled Bird Hour. There is a joy in the journey. That's Michael Card on the Great Speckled Bird Hour. That was part of his trilogy of albums that was released. They were originally released separately as The Final Word, Scandalon, and Known by the Scars, and then were released as a collection entitled The Life. And just some really, really good stuff there.
Now, when did that album come out?
The Life came out in 1988, and the other three were between 82 and 86, I believe.
Okay.
So, yeah, good stuff. And if you're not familiar with Michael Card, pick up the collection, The Life. I think you'll really enjoy it.
The song that I have from Paul Clark is also from the 80s. This is from his 8th album, Drawn to the Light, which was released in 1982. The name of the song is Carry Me On. You're listening to the Great Speckled Bird Hour. I'm Rob O'Brien here with Ed Bergier. Thanks for being with us. Here's Paul.
Well, there have been reasons on this journey that make me stop where I began. Every season has its turning, every trial a witness stand. Multiply. Divide the answer seems to always be the same. The world won't get any brighter if it hasn't got a flame. I'd ignite this heart to carry on. Destination out of focus when the cap is on the lens, and that old devil try to choke you if he thinks you've given in. Every loser has his reasons, but the tears are in his eyes. Every winner knows the feeling that to finish is the prize. Lord, ignite this heart to carry on, so you can carry me on. Lord, please carry me on. Carry me
That's Paul Clark, Carry Me On. Now, I know him best from his 3rd album, which was Hand to the Plow, which came
Yep.
out in '77, and that's what I remember from being in KECC in Springfield.
Yeah, he kind of started out, had a kind of a country rock feel, and then he morphed a little bit into jazz, and just covered a lot of different genres of music, and just a great. And he's still active today, also.
Yeah. Now I show his last album was released in 2016, but
Okay.
I think he's still active out there.
He's still there. Yeah, he's not so much. A lot of them don't record as much, and they still do concerts. They do podcasts. They do from their website. They'll have things that they share with people, and a lot of them still out there hitting the trail, though, church to church or venue to venue to do some live music.
Some of them are doing small concerts at churches, and some of them are doing larger venues, but they're out there getting the word out, as they've been doing for 50 plus years.
50 plus years,
Yeah.
almost 60
It's
years
great.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, feel it in the bones.
Feel it, every one of them, too. Yeah.
Hey, we've got to take another break.
Okie dokie.
But I promise that we will be back after this.
More of the Great Speckled Bird Hour coming up right after these messages.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The perfect mix of classic and contemporary Christian music, Solid Rock Radio WCSR. We now return you to the Great Speckled Bird Hour.
And we have once again made it to segment 4 of the Great Speckled Bird Hour. Ed Bergier along with Rob O'Brien.
I'm sorry to interrupt. It
No,
amazes
go
me
ahead.
how quickly we get here.
It really happens fast.
Every week I say it. I say the same thing, but it just never ceases to amaze me how quickly the show goes.
It really does. It really does. So, more rain in the forecast for you, or are things drying up for a while?
We've got dry weather in the forecast. No, we had some rain yesterday, but not very heavy and not very much, so it didn't really have any impact. But no,
we
it's
have
dry for a
had
while.
we have had dry weather pretty much from July on. It's been dry here, and it's hot again too. It's like 92 degrees today in St.
Wow.
Louis, which is not normal for this time of year. We should be about 10 to 12 degrees cooler than that, but they say it's coming next week, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah, it'll cool
I
off and
truly
then it'll
am.
really cool off.
Yeah, then you're not ready for the really
Right.
cool off, and you're ready for the slight warm up, and not ready for the ultra warm up. But like I said before, I'm a fall and spring guy, and I know you said you're definitely a summer guy.
I prefer summer. I like the hot, humid weather. I'm weird, I know.
Yeah, no, it's not weird.
You know, I can't help but remember that first summer in Springfield. I grew up in Ohio, mostly northeastern Ohio, and it got pretty cold up there. And summers were okay, but man, that first summer, it was a heat wave. I think the temperature never got below 100 for a week or something like that. And I was out shooting commercials for a TV station I was working at, and it was hot, and I loved it.
You loved it.
Nights
See,
were
I-
hot and breezy, and I loved it. I still do. I love that. kind of weather.
For me, the humidity in Springfield, I was like, I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like this, but I've kind of morphed into. I don't like the super hot weather.
Okay,
that's what I don't like.
And I remember now in Ohio, the end of October, middle of October, it gets cloudy and starts raining, and it rains, and then it turns to snow, and then it's cloudy and rainy or snowy until March or April. And I remember in Springfield that first summer or that first fall after starting school there, October, it's still bright and sunny and beautiful. And November, it's still bright and sunny and beautiful. I'm thinking, I'm depressed.
Nice,
Why am I feeling depressed? And then a friend of mine who I knew from Ohio came up and said, hey, isn't it great that it's not all cloudy and rainy and depressing here? That's it. That's the I'm
thing.
Expecting it to go into that depression mode. And my brain is doing that, but I don't need to. And I got used to that real quick. I got over that nonsense.
Yeah. Hey, I do have a birthday wish I need to send out.
Oh, okay.
My lovely wife, Cheryl, had a birthday this week.
That's right.
So happy birthday. The crazy bird lady, the crazy plant lady.
That was a great picture.
Yeah, that was out at Santa Monica Pier.
Oh, okay.
And we're out there with our grandson, and the birds they're not afraid of you in the least. Yeah. And she just had one land on her hand, one land on her head, and it was like, oh yeah, this is a great picture. But happy birthday, my love. I love you, and I'm glad that you are a huge part of my life.
She's a great woman. You're very, very fortunate.
She is. I'm married up.
Well.
I'm married up for sure. Hey, we've got one more song.
Hey,
and
this is a first for WCSR for the Great Speckled Bird Hour.
It really is. And I've heard a lot of different comments about what the song actually means, but you listen to it and you decide what's going on in this song. This is from 1988, the album Rattle and Hum, U2, along with B.B. King, When Love Comes to Town, on the Great Speckled Bird Hour. U2 with B.B. King, When Love Comes to Town. Now, the lyrics in verse 4. I was there when they crucified my Lord. I held the scabbard when the soldier drew his sword. I threw the dice when they pierced his side, but I've seen love conquer the great divide. I was just reading up on the song a little bit because it always impressed me as being a song about the love of God. And I came across this on a website called genius.com. No, it's not my website. And it's not Mark's website. But genius.com, the song itself is about learning about what love really is. And at first listen, it seems to be about romantic love. But the examples given in the song lead to the conclusion that the song is really about agape love. Mm-hmm. And it rings true to the idea of 1 John 4:7, which is finished with the saying, God is love.
So Bono is taking it from the Eros love.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then B.B. King moves it into the agape love. And it's really interesting, the lines that you read reminds me of a song from several years ago. It's an Easter song. It goes, I'm the one to blame.
Okay,
I caused all the pain.
Mm-hmm.
But what I love, the B.B. King line, I did what I did before love came to town.
Before love came to town, yeah. Yeah, great song.
Awesome, powerful.
Great song.
Good pick.
Good stuff.
That was Ed's choice, by the way, not mine.
It was. I was just trying to think. Let's kind of come up with some different stuff here. And B.B. King and U2.
Yeah, you nailed it.
And the song
on that
rocks.
One. Yeah,
the song just rocks. It's
good stuff on the Great Speckled Bird Hour. Love it.
And we're coming to the close of another show, aren't we?
I don't know how.
It's amazing.
How can that be?
So we heard from Michael Card, we heard from Paul Clark, we heard from Cindy Morgan, not the actress, but the singer. Kelly Willard, Tom Howard.
Wasn't Kelly Willard a girlfriend of yours?
I had a crush on her.
Had a crush on her. Oh.
She had no idea who I was. I've never been in the same room with her, so. But I did have a crush on her back in my freshman year. Yeah, and she competed with Linda Ronstadt and Carla Bonoff.
Yeah.
I had a crush on all of them.
So. That's all right.
But I still married the woman that I loved, and she is just celebrating another birthday. I'm not going to tell you which one. She probably wouldn't care, knowing her. Yeah. But happy birthday, my love.
Happy birthday, Cheryl. And we're not going to sing to you because...
No, because we love you too much.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what's in store for the O'Brien household this weekend?
I think I might be making some bread this weekend.
Ooh. We tried some new recipes this past week.
Oh, yeah?
Too, yeah.
I made a couple loaves a couple weeks ago, and I didn't like the way they turned out. So I've been doing some research on how to improve it. So I'm going to try that. I do have to say, though, before we go into further, we're actually getting ready to make the Great Speckled Bird Hour available as a podcast.
Wait, drum roll.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've been talking about this for a long time, and we're finally starting to, we're recording the show on video, and then going to be offering it hopefully on YouTube as a podcast on demand.
Don't let that scare you away, please.
Don't get your hopes up too high or too quickly. It's going to be a little while before we actually, gets ready for prime time. But yeah, that's what we're planning on.
And people will be able to pick when they listen.
Yeah.
They can listen at will.
Yeah, they'll be hopefully have a site for the Great Speckled Bird Hour, and you'll be able to go there and pick whichever video you want to watch and listen to.
Very cool. And if you don't want to watch the video, just listen to it.
Just listen to it because it's radio. We're just recording the radio. So.
That's it.
But if you want to scare away the mice, you'll be able to use our ugly mugs to do
There you go. No, it's exciting. I'm kind of excited about it. I think it'll be cool.
I'm very excited too. Well, we got to wrap it up. We got Daniel Ames back there singing at us, saying, "Get out of here." I don't know. We're going to do a show next week. Hopefully, and
see what the weather does.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be another great one. At any rate, hope you have a great weekend if you're listening on Friday.
God bless us all, everyone.
I saw it was forsaking fall. I cried because I knew, yes I knew, it meant my leaving you. But the riches that I gained outweigh the losses that remain in my life. Now, sail me away, sail me away, sail me away. I wanna go sail me away, sail me away. I wanna go sail me away, sail me away. The man is older now, yet wisdom was the guiding light that led him on to foreign lands. Though he's never left your side, and the treasure that I bear is now all I seek to share in my life. Sail me away, sail me away. I wanna go sail me away, sail me away. I wanna go sail me away, sail me away. I wanna go sail me away, sail me away. I wanna go sail me away, I wanna go sail me away, I wanna go
WCSR DB, the solid rock in Southport, North Carolina.